And welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me for the March 2022 Cancer horoscope. That's what we're up to, Cancer. Okay, so a bit of a good news month this month because there are no retrograding planets, there are no eclipses, there are no major aspect patterns happening in your chart this month. So that's really quite unusual in itself. The other couple of interesting tidbits, if you're in the western part of the US on Pacific time or on mountain time, then you'll get a second new moon on the 31st, which is known as a black moon when there's two new moons in the month. So that's in the calendar month, so it's a human construct. So it's not astrologically significant, but it's one of those interesting things. Now, if you're in the eastern part of the US and the rest of the world, or most of the rest of the world, then you'll get your new moon on the 1st of April, which is April Fool's Day. So good luck with that. Now, the new moon is usually about growth and also, you know, brings new beginnings and things like that. So it can be quite positive. Okay, let's go to the board now and have a look. Just before I do, I'll just briefly explain. I like to draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you. We'll have a look at your horoscope in depth, and then I'll do a psychic channeling at the end, so stick around for that. And if you're new, subscribe and be alive and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, so here's the board, and we're going to draw these 2 cards first. Caring Cancerians, I've already pre-shuffled them. Okay, let's go with that one on top. I'll close my eyes and see what I can see. Wow, what is that? A pair of scissors. Okay, a pair of scissors and a comb. Okay, scissors are about chopping something off. So that could be an important decision coming up, because when you make a decision, you've got to chop out some other ideas. So you filter in your mind, you're filtering it down to, you make the decision you're going to make, but everything else is superfluous, really, you know, because it may not be encompassed in your decision. A comb, about combing your hair. The hair is a feminine symbol. Even if you're a guy, we will have male and female energy, and so the hair is about your spiritual strength. Okay, think of the story of Samson and Delilah, and I could make a video about that. I must do that one day. Okay, the card that comes up is the Justice card. Now, here's the sword, so that is about making a decision, but it's related to natural law, L-O-R-E. But this card does help you with human law, L-A-W. So if you do have a legal matter coming up, this card can be quite helpful. You'll see here that she's weighing up the scales of justice, and that she has a blindfold on because she wasn't there perhaps, or she doesn't have all of the information, but because she has this owl sitting on her shoulder, she can listen to her intuition, cut out what she doesn't need to know, and make a decision based on those facts. She has her feet on the ground, which means it's going to be practical. Okay. All right, let's have a look at the second half of the month and see what card comes up. Alrighty, and I've got the colour blue in front of me. It's that shade of blue, that bright blue that I often associate with Archangel Michael. So there might be a healing angel, or Michael the Archangel, watching over you, particularly if you're a Libran, I want to say as well. Okay, now the card that comes up is the Four of Pentacles. This suggests some sort of struggle or challenge with finances, possessions, or perhaps the things that you value. Most probably it's money. You can see that there's a mountain in the background, and that there's big boulders here on either side. That suggests a challenge, but there is a way through. There's a pathway through, and this could come through work or energy or effort that you put into something, okay? So I just want to encourage you to keep going, but there is a pathway through. If what you're doing now doesn't work, then it is time to change and change direction, and maybe you need to get a new job or a different job, okay, to improve your finances. I can hear some of you saying you don't want to leave. It might be that you do something on the side, though, however, and that could help you in some way. All right, I want to make this bigger, okay, so you can see. So your ruling planet is the moon. Of course, we know nowadays the moon is not an actual planet, okay? It's a satellite of the planet. But in astrology terms, the moon is still a planet. And so I did mention in Western US that there are 2 new moons this month. There's no retrogrades, no eclipses, no major patterns here with the aspects. And this is a very public chart because all of the planets are in the southern hemisphere. This is the southern hemisphere at the top. And so your life becomes more available for other people to see. So do watch what you share online, and, you know, maybe stay offline if you don't want some area of your life to be made public. Okay, let's have a look at these details now. There was a lot of aspects right at the beginning of the month, and so I've distilled these down to, you know, the most interesting or the most impactful. So from the 27th through to the 2nd of March, we've got Mars conjuncting Venus, and Venus conjuncts Venus, Sun conjuncts Sun, and Sun conjuncts your MC, and Sun sextiles Uranus. Okay, so with the Venus, the Venusian ones, then this is, and especially this first one, Mars conjuncting Venus, it's all about passion, romance, and strong sexual feelings. Mars goes after what Mars wants, and if you're attracted to someone, you might feel a great temptation to really put it out there, to go after this person and let them know how you feel. Only you can work out if that's the right course of action or not. If you know you're interested in being in a relationship, but Venus also looks after your money, and it could be that you're feeling passionate, not so much about another person, but passionate about improving your finances, okay? And that's where this card comes in. Venus also is very creative, loves a peaceful life, loves harmony, you know, loves beauty. So you might become more enamored with beauty, and maybe you want to do something around your home to beautify your home. We do have a new moon there in your 4th house, so that is a distinct possibility. It's quite likely, in fact. And then we have these group of patterns with the Sun. Sun conjuncting Sun, Sun conjuncting MC, Sun sextiles Uranus, okay? So all at the same time. And it's like the Sun is its spark of life. It's the warmth, the affection, stability, awareness, insight. You know, you see a new way of doing things. And you could be the center of attention because of something unique, especially with the Sun sextiling Uranus. There's something unique. And when it's a sextile, it's an easy energy. And Uranus is unpredictable, but not necessarily negative. Sometimes, you know, people focus on the rebellious, unpredictable elements of Uranus, but sometimes this unpredictable thing that happens can be very positive, like like winning some money or winning something, you know. So it's also great for your intuition, brings your intuition to the fore. And with the Sun there, you have these brilliant flashes of intuition coming through. Conjuncting your MC, it could be to do very much with your life direction or your vocation or your reputation. And even though this is quite public, it could be on social media that you become more well known, or people start to think more highly of you because of all these aspects. Mars is also conjuncting Uranus from the 1st of March to the 4th of March, and there could be some sort of major revision in your life. Okay, you've got to be careful, Mars conjuncting Uranus, this big force that wants you to be more independent and to get ahead. And you might do it through some very strange way, or you appear volatile or unpredictable to other people, but it's going to push you ahead very strongly. 4th of March to the 14th of April, Mars moves into your 8th house here. This is about your shared resources with other people, okay? Again, it's about the money. Particularly partners or ex-partners. You might have broken up with someone and still the financial situation is not sorted out. This is going to give you a lot of energy to do that. It's also going to help you, like if you want to get a loan, you're going to become more determined to get that loan, or maybe something to do with inheritance or your superannuation or 401k if you're in the US. There could be some disputes over shared or joint resources. Just watch for being impulsive or impatient, because Mars tends to, make us a bit impatient. You don't want to be reckless or impulsive, okay? Desires and passions are stirred up. It can actually have quite a beneficial effect on established relationships if they're a bit jaded or, feeling a bit boring or something like that. Mars here can improve your sex life, for example. 4th of March to the 5th of April, Venus moves into your 8th house as well. This is great because it takes the edge off any sort of irritability or aggressiveness or argumentative sort of energy. Venus loves love, and so this means that your intimate life is very much likely to improve. Your business affairs also run more smoothly, and you could also meet a benefactor or someone very helpful regarding business, so loans, insurance or inheritances, for example. Or alternatively, there's someone very special with an almost magnetic attraction, and all intimate relationships are intensified now. The 9th of March to the 26th of March sees Mercury moving into your 9th house. Mercury is very busy this month. It's going from 8th to the 9th to the 10th. So the 9th house is the house of the higher mind. It's a great time to take a journey or, go to a distant land. It's a great time for study if you're thinking about, especially with Mercury, because Mercury loves studying. Mercury loves ideas and concepts. And Mercury also loves to communicate about these things. And they're in the 9th house of the higher mind. It's also not only just your normal mundane everyday type study, but it's also things like philosophy and higher concepts. You might find that you meet somebody or you learn something from someone from another country or another culture. Things become more interesting. Could be philosophical discussions. You're thinking more about the big picture than usual, not sort of trapped by the mundane, boring aspects of life. It's like thinking of the future and how you can improve your life. So it could be related to this card as well. We also have on the 18th of March a full moon in your 4th house here that I mentioned before. This brings some sort of turbulence or some sort of shake-up at home, perhaps. or with your family. But this could be part of this Venusian energy I was talking about a moment ago that wants to beautify your environment. You know, sometimes you have to make a mess in order to make your home more beautiful. Or you might be renovating or perhaps demolishing something in order to renovate. Okay, so, but it does give you a strong desire for comfort and security, and you may also want more privacy in your life, so you want to stay home and spend quality time with your family. It's a great time, you know, for just doing domestic tasks and focusing on yourself, how you feel, without, you know, going out and, you know, there's more challenge, more stress in going out and that sort of thing. So domestic and family matters are emphasised around this time. The 19th of March until the 19th of April, the Sun is moving into your 10th house, here to here. Well, it's really like there, but there's no space. So this is bringing a lot of awareness and thinking around your vocation and your direction in life. And so it could be your career, your reputation and role in the community are more important to you than usual. You can make significant gains now as far as your ambitions go. There's likely to be some sort of recognition for your efforts. People realise that you've done the hard yards and you've put a lot of energy and effort into something. So there could be some sort of approval around what you're doing. It's an excellent time to ask for a promotion or engage the support of other people in a position of higher authority. The 25th of March to the 10th of April, Mercury is in your 10th house. Okay, so it's gone here, here, and then here. And so this means that career planning strategies or work, thinking of concrete ways to change the direction in your life and turn your dreams into reality, might be on your mind now. It's a great time to communicate with other people who could be in a position to help you in some way. And then the new moon or the black moon, depending on your location, in the 10th house on the 31st of March or the 1st of April. Okay, and this brings concerns about your career, your long-range goals, your general life direction, and your public image. And whatever you tend to do now is more public, more open and available for the world to see, and people see more of the personal side of your life. Okay, so that's your horoscope for the month. Now I'm just going to close my eyes and see what I can see for you, caring Cancer, for March 2022. Two colours come to mind, green and brown. So the brown is about being earthed in and grounded in practical reality, you know, not allowing your emotions to absolutely run the show, but you're acknowledging your emotions, you're feeling your emotions, and you're staying practical at the same time, okay? And you're doing what you need to do, as well as allowing your emotions to come out in some sort of healthy way. Now the colours are changing. The brown has gone away and there's yellow and red, and the green is still there, which is growth and opportunity. The yellow is about the solar plexus, your self-esteem, your confidence, things that were happening when you were growing up perhaps, you know, took away some of your self-esteem, and now you've got an opportunity to make contact with those situations and grow your self-esteem again. Red is about the energy, vitality, the blood pumping around the body, okay? So you can get more physical energy if you're paying attention to your emotions, letting your emotions out in a healthy way, and going back to those situations that cause these issues in the first place. Now it's green and red, okay? So green, the heart chakra, and then that's time when you open up your heart and allow your feelings to come out. Something about strawberries. Eat some strawberries by all means. Good to grow your own strawberries, by the way, because they taste better, basically. If you live in the US, the strawberries, I've tried a couple of times, that, not as good as what they used to be, unfortunately. They're being picked and kept in cold storage, and they're not really sort of strawberry flavoured as they should be. And so I'm thinking about the colour red, and enlivening yourself and your health, improving your health. I really don't know. If you know anything about strawberries, let me know in the comments. I'm guessing it. The reason I'm seeing this is because it's health promoting. Strawberries are health promoting. Okay, anything else for you, caring Cancerians? Yes, I just see the moon, the full moon here. And it's like there's a face on the moon, and there's just a small smile that starts. And the feeling is the moon is saying, I know something you don't know. And so there's some secrets or something that the moon wants to share, but you've got to give the moon a little bit of encouragement to share the secrets that she knows. Okay, I hope that makes sense to somebody. The colours, silver, pale blue, and sort of greys. I'm not usually a fan of grey, but with the silver and the pale blue, that is actually looking quite good. And there's actually the colour electric blue in the background to represent the sky, no doubt. And so, maybe have a focus on these colours, do a meditation and see where these colours take you. Now I see a silver medallion around somebody's neck, and it's like it's a lock, and there's a key to go in the lock. It's the key to your heart, okay? Only you can open it. Alrighty, so that's it, caring Cancerians. I hope this is helpful for you. Leave a comment, share on your socials. That would be fabulous, or give us a like. That would be fabulous too. Most importantly, if you're new, subscribe and be live, and hit that notification bell right now. Have a fabulous month, everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Thanks and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.